Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ethan's Day Off with Ethan Harrer podcast. This is Episode 3, and we have the one and only Abigail here. Abby also works in Juneau.
I'm not locked in. Can you restart?
Okay.
I needed a minute to get locked in.
No problem.
I'm sorry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Wait, no, stop. Wait, let me compose myself.
No, we're not going to do that.
Oh, no, this is just going to be in it now.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Okay. We have no sponsored segment. Just want to say I love you, Mom. But aside from that, we do have Abby here today. I'm in Juneau, Alaska as of this recording. This is a roommate and one of the people I work with. And it's actually one of the few people that I don't want to punch sometimes. So that's very good. I'm kidding. I don't want to punch anybody except one person. Anyways, Abby, thank you for joining me. Abby, who are you?
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, you didn't let me get locked in.
It's okay. You don't gotta lock in.
Wait. Who am I? How
do I
answer that question?
Well, who are you?
Abby.
What defines Abigail? What defines Abby?
A lot of chaotic energy.
A lot of chaotic energy. Do you believe in astrological signs?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's the end of the Who Are We segment. I think we have a good... No, I'm kidding. What brings you here?
Wait, let me...
To Alaska. Juneau, Alaska, right?
No, I know. But you didn't give me a minute.
No, I understand.
I'm just
But you gotta hit the elevator pitch. You gotta...
Wait, let me...
Get into your Zen mode. All good. We have a candle here today as well. I actually lit it up. We have a bunch of rocks here. We are on the same table as the last episode here at the Douglas House. And we're having a good time. So I'm drinking Coke Zero. Abby here is drinking Coca-Cola. We are on the same plane of existence. So. Okay,
I think I'm locked in now.
Locked in? Okay. What would you like to say?
Wait, what was the...
Who are you?
Oh, no, I am Abby.
You're Abby?
Yeah.
All right, what brings you here?
To Juneau. Alaska was always a little dream for me, so yeah.
Always a dream for you?
Yeah, and then it was possible through seasonal work, so I was hell yeah.
Gotcha. I think we both found it through Coolworks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of the websites. For people that don't know, Coolworks, awesome website. If you ever want to go out and just try to find something different in terms of work, Coolworks, great place to look for stuff. So you had prior work in seasonal, right?
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
So my first job was in Bar Harbor, Maine, and then my second seasonal job was at Mount Snow, a ski resort in Vermont, and now I am here.
Now you're here? Okay. So you've had, this would be a third, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how does it compare here compared to some of the other places that you worked at?
I don't know. I feel like every seasonal job I get to, it's just the same thing, but a different font, but different scenery.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see Alaska Shirt Company as the Acadia Shop 2.0, which is the job I had in Maine, but more hours.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's 14 hours each day here compared to, what was Arcadia?
8 to 10, and then when I ran out of money, they let me do 15 hours.
You did 15?
Yeah.
How did you manage to do that?
I, was not very financially responsible in Maine, and I, needed to.
Mm-hmm. But, how did you, energy-wise, what type of stimulants did you have to be on to get through that? I mean, they better vet a Starbucks out there, because they would have sponsored you.
Oh my gosh, what did they have? What was it called? The Stadium coffee, and it was so good. They actually, I became friends with the barista because I went so much. So luckily, they gave me free coffee.
Okay, cool. So you got you had street cred essentially at the coffee shop there. So that helps. How much were the coffees there? If you wanted to get a black coffee, how much we're talking?
Well, okay, black coffee you could get for maybe $4 or $5. The stuff I was getting.
Yikes.
Like, literally, like, some of the stuff I would get, because I would get, like, so much espresso in it.
Yeah. How many shots are we talking?
When I was doing 15-hour days, I would get, in the morning, I would get one with 5 shots of espresso, and then on my lunch break, after my lunch, I would get another one with 5 shots.
With 5 shots? So you're hitting 10 right there.
Yeah. But honestly, like, it was like it wasn't like it was kind of easy to do over there because it was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you didn't really have to work the whole time, so.
I surely do not know what you mean by that. All 14 hours I work at Alaska Shirt Company.
Yeah, see, that's the difference.
Yeah. No, I get you. Some of those are nice. But there's also, like, you gotta have the balance of being busy instead of pretending to be busy, or just, like, not doing anything. Because then that's when the time goes really slow.
They, like, really, really liked me in the front, and for some reason, everyone else that worked there did not want to work the register, which I don't understand, because I like talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just, like, literally be at the register for 15 hours, just, like, hanging out and talking to people and drinking my coffee.
That's good. That's good. So how big are we talking of a cup of, like, because 5 shots has to be insane. Did you dilute it, or was it just 5 shots espresso style?
So I would do I think an Americano with 5 shots, and then it was insane. Like,
so, like, I have the Coke Zero in my hand right now. This is about 12 ounces. How many of these would you say for one?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think I would do, like, I might go for, like, a 24. It was really bad.
24, so, like, 2 cans right here worth of fluid?
It was horrible.
That's insane.
And that's also, like, where the bad financial
Yeah. Because five shots is, like, that's a solid, like, $10 right there, probably. That's listen, back a couple years ago when I drank a bunch of G Fuel, it was like 600 milligrams sometimes per day. What you're hitting is probably hitting in, like, the 4-digit range. Like, your heart had to be gasping for breath.
But, like, I was having so much fun, and I was just, like...
The delirium was really kicking in.
No, I did that the other day at Shirtco, and I was like, maybe let's not.
Yeah, no, I would not recommend that. The coffee here is strong. I will give Alaska some credit. Some of the places here, I would say some of it is pretty strong here. I was kind of surprised about that. I thought they would not have their coffee game on par. So
I highly disagree with that.
You highly disagree? Well, because you drank like 5 shots of espresso going into each shift. So I don't know. I think you're kind of biased here.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Plus, you also have French blend. We both. Well, the thing we have in common is that we love French blend, like the darker roast. So our definition of stronger coffee is radically different than the normal person that drinks like breakfast blend and can barely handle
breakfast blend is like, it's medium. If you look at like the Starbucks, like they have
Yeah, breakfast blend. It's like a light medium roast.
It's
for the people that don't like.
Here.
Yeah.
And then that's French.
Yeah, French roast. But I'm talking breakfast blend.
Yeah, it's
for the people that don't like coffee. Listening to this podcast, they're about to click off. My goodness. Yeah, but anyways, that's about 5 minutes worth of coffee talk. I do want to get into some of the things that you talked about when, like, with Maine, with New Jersey, where you're from, and then I also wanted to talk about the South Carolina hippies, if you were okay with that too, because it sounds fascinating. Like, so we were having conversation with the both of us, just chilling. We were watching YouTube. We were talking about like places to travel and stuff like that, and then you hit me with that story.
Yeah.
Would you like to share that? Because that was... What's up?
I don't know if I should.
Don't know if you should. Chilling. So, I mean, like, it was an untitled place. But you learned a couple things from it, which I found to be one of the most interesting parts of the conversation. So... It kind of reminded me of meditation, where you go somewhere and it was a place where you stripped back the things that you believed were important, and it came to the essentials like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs: food, drink, place to sleep, shelter, and also giving yourself the opportunity to think and pontificate on life. Is that like a good way to put it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, like, it just was the best place I could be after going through... I had a very rough time in Vermont, and I just needed to, like, not work for a while and just not worry about, what was I... Just kind of get away from, like, the 9 to 5 and all of that. So
I understand that. I just found that. Thank you, Tex. I just found that nice because like the same thing was here.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. For the past like 2 months, I've just been stripping back all the things that I considered to be important, and now when I'm at the house here, I have, and I talked about this in my blog too for people that are listening. I have a dumb phone with me. I don't have a laptop here at the house. I will just go and socialize with people and talk with them and think about more intentionally about the things that I would invest my time and energy in outside of work. And I felt like it was kind of an equivalent. So that's why it kind of attracted me when you had talked about it a while back. And it's an experience that you really don't, like, not everybody has. Like, they don't have that time where they get out of that 9 to 5 grind set and think about the things that they truly find important. So I guess what I want to ask is, like, what are the things that you do find important?
Honestly, like, I've never, like, up until, like, now, I've never cared about money. Like, I've always cared about, like, quality of life and my life experience. So I think the most important things to me are getting to travel and actually see different places and not being stuck in Forked River, New Jersey. And then also just having as many creative outlets as I possibly can, because I know that's, like, what I find most fulfilling in my life.
Definitely. What your interest is in art, is in drawing, is in specifically tattooing?
I'd like to get into tattooing. I've never, like, I'm currently putting together a portfolio to maybe go and try and get an apprenticeship. But I grew up doing fine art and having that background, and then in, I think, the middle of high school, I got a illustration job opportunity, so I've been, like, also illustrating children's books. And then when I graduated, everyone was like, you have to go to college, you have to do all this. So I was like, oh, okay, and not realizing I have complete control of my life. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I have to go to college, this sucks, I guess I'll go for art. But I am also very interested in marketing and the, like, social media aspect of it, so I went for illustration and marketing.
How many children's books have you illustrated? If you had to put
I'm
a
only
ballpark
on the
it?
second one.
Only on the second one? So where can people buy the first one? Is there an Amazon wish list link that we can click in the description?
It's coming out as a series. So once I get my shit together and finish the...
Okay. Wait, so this is written by you, or you just illustrate a story?
No, I just illustrate it.
Okay. So what is the series called? Is there...
It's... I know the first one is called Go Green Gene, and it's, like, a whole environmental book. And then the second one is... I can't even remember the name. Yeah.
She's
gonna kill me.
The one that's writing it. Yeah. Let me do a promotional. Abby signature, Go Green Gene, available soon in theaters. Yeah, something like that. Maybe that's free for Gene. That's free, by the way. You can do that voiceover over at Fiverr.com. Well, cool. I actually didn't know that about like that you illustrated a children's book. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to ask you later about those images if you got those.
I do.
You do? Well, yeah. I will take a look at those.
I think I have the book.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe.
definitely. I'd like to take a look at it. Let's talk about the spider that was downstairs. So before we started the podcast here, we had a situation happen. We have 2 restrooms, one downstairs, one upstairs, where people chill out. And the downstairs, we have a washer and dryer. There was a spider that you found. I was upstairs just chilling, and then I heard, "Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness!" And then I heard a couple profane words, and I was like, "Okay, what happened now? Did we have a disaster happen downstairs and in the
For the
downstairs?"
second night in a row.
Yeah, we've had one restroom that it's like goosebumps. It's like that we have things that just happen in there that make us not want to use it, but we got to use it anyways. So. What happened with the spider downstairs, and how large was it?
It was a pretty large spider, like at least, like, you know, the size of like the dollar coin.
Yeah,
Like bigger than that.
that's pretty big.
Yeah, and like he was just chilling in the shower, so I was like, oh, like let me just like.
Wait. How did you go from the shower to the washer and dryer?
Yeah.
That's like a solid 5 feet worth of coverage.
Yeah. So well.
Because I
that
saw you
was-
investing.
Yeah.
I saw you investing your time under the washer like it was the stock market.
Yeah.
Can we get some
Well,
explanation on that?
So
You were a really bad capturer if that's what happened.
Well, no. Okay, wait, let me-
spider was running for his life.
No, okay, so
Explain
he
yourself.
didn't get there without me. So I went in the shower and I wet my hair because my curls looked bad.
Of course.
So, and then I looked down and there was this little dude. So I was like, oh, let me grab him before someone screams and squashes him so he doesn't die. So
Yeah.
I grabbed a paper and I picked him up, and then and then I realized how big he was compared to the paper, and he was coming to get me. So
He was coming to get you? So you were the one that was going to scream.
yeah. So then I screamed, and he and he jumped off of the paper, and I accidentally threw him, and
You accidentally threw him 5 feet over to the washer and dryer?
yeah.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we
And
got the
that-
next Steve Irwin here.
And that's why I felt
The spider-
that's why I was under the washer, because I felt really bad for throwing my guy.
Crocodile hunter, more like spider flinger. That's what you're going to be called. That is terrible. That is terrible. We have an audience too here, by the way, that's eating their pizza and playing on their PS Vita, enjoying our time here, seeing all seeing all the chaos that arises from these conversations that I force people to get into. Sorry, did I say that out loud? No. Well, yeah. I mean, like I can sympathize with that, because you said you were vegetarian for how long now?
I think I was like either 12 or 13.
12 or 13. You said, is it 8-9 years? No.
I have never done the math. Well, I'm 20 now, so
So you'd be like 7 years.
somewhere around there.
Okay. So cool. And you just said it was one day where you were. I think it was a dare. It was a challenge.
It was a bet, yes.
It was a bet.
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Did you win? What did you win?
Well, we're not friends anymore, so I didn't win anything.
So you just kept going
Yeah.
with it. It was an identity thing with me too. I just kind of like, I said it to my teacher, my science teacher, that was showing like animals that were being left in the ocean because they were making fish gill soup, and
Oh
they
my
just left them
gosh.
swimming. That was terrible.
Have you seen I think it's Seaspiracy on Netflix.
Okay.
I think it was about that.
Yeah, Seaspiracy, where they make fish gills. Yeah, it was just like
Yeah.
a fish trying to swim in the ocean, but they had no gills, so they couldn't swim anywhere.
Oh,
Like
no.
they were left to die. It was something that was shown in sophomore year of high school, and it kind of scarred me. So I went to my teacher. I'm like, I'm gonna go vegetarian, and she said, all right, that. And so I did. I had a couple days where I accidentally ate some stuff that had like meat in it at like 7 a.m. when I was half awake, but I just got better with it over time. So I didn't get my protein in, but I definitely lived. And then one day I ate a can of tuna, and I was like, all right, I guess we're transitioning now. So that's where I'm at now. But I understand that. Like I also would be that person to either leave a spider alone or to like bring him outside. But the one thing that really pisses me off too is when people will just like kill a bug or a spider when it's not doing anything.
Yeah, see, that's, like, my belief. Like, why would you kill something for just existing? And I feel like that also can transition into, like, I don't want to get into politics on the internet right now, but, like, the way we treat people currently.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like stuff like that can manifest into bigger things.
Now, when you say the way we treat people differently, are you talking about people that are of different ideologies?
I'm just talking about certain things that are happening in the world right now, and let's not go further.
Let's not go further. You don't want to get canceled.
Nope.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to be on Newsmax tomorrow. It's like Abby gets canceled on Ethan's day off. Only episode 3, but Jeremy, what do you think about this crazy turn of events on episode 3 of this guy's podcast? Yeah, Stanley, let me tell you, it's just absolutely insane out here seeing the unfolding of the bigotry on Ethan's podcast. I can't believe he would allow this to happen. They know how sensitive the turn of events are these days, and he just let that completely happen. Abby absolutely took over the whole podcast like it was a military coup. Let me tell you, Stanley, I'm a little bit pissed off myself. I'm subscribed to the blog, and I had to take it away. We got to boycott Ethan. # boycott Ethan on twitter.com, formerly Twitter, now X. Thank you, Timothy. No, no, I get you. I mean, yeah, it's I get that, and I feel the same way about like with squashing bugs and people that I don't have the same opinions on, but like with working a job like this, it's nice because you're around people that are radically different from you, but like you find some sort of difference, or like some sort of like thing in common that you have. So it's like you see the beauty in humanity regardless of what corner of the earth, whether it's Albuquerque or Alaska, you find something cool. So it's very nice. Do you have a piece of advice for people?
Oh, I knew these questions were coming, but no.
You don't have a piece of advice? Well, like you worked the different jobs. We've talked about not the meaning of life, because that sounds a little more like beyond comprehension. But like, what would you say to? What's your piece of advice to people? Based on your experience.
Is this a seasonal work question, or is this just a life question?
However you want to take it. You will probably top the last answer, which was take shrooms, because y'all ain't seeing much from Nick, which was a couple of days ago.
You know, I can second that.
You can... Two people now, ladies and gentlemen, encouraging you to take shrooms on my show. I don't know how to feel about that one, but we'll leave it at that.
You're interviewing seasonal workers. What did you expect?
That's very true. Ladies and gentlemen, in the heart of Juneau, Alaska, Ethan's day off. Now, what would you say aside from the endorsement of shrooms?
I think it's very important to take in the lessons of the things that are happening to you in your life. Like, each, I see life as seasons right now, which is hilarious, but each season I go into, I'll write, these are all of my goals that I want to accomplish by the end of the season. And without fail, I always write, just taking whatever lesson is coming up and, whatever you can learn from that experience. Most recently, I think someone said to me, oh, your perception of that person is a reflection of how you see yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's, what I've really been processing recently. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, so just take in the lessons that come. There's a reason why certain things are happening in your life. That's what I got.
Yeah. I think it also comes with... I thought of control as well. Another person has said that a couple weeks ago when they brought something up, and the way I responded is a reflection of myself, a reflection of maybe insecurities.
Yeah,
in a sense.
Exactly.
it's interesting to look at that, because those people, when they say stuff like that, it's like, dang, I just learned something new about myself, and now I gotta decide whether or not to really think about it or escape from it through maybe shrooms. I don't know. Or other stuff. But no, that's very true. That's very true. And I think that's one of the things that we in our 20s in seasonal work have to figure out now as we go from place to place.
Yeah. Like, I feel like there's so many things that come up that, like, you can learn so much from. But if you go through life, like, I don't want to be all, like, but, like, if you go through it with an ego and, like, oh, this is all this person's issue, this has nothing to do with me, but you're, like, actually emotionally, like pissed off, or, like, that could be something within you that you can work on. But a lot of people don't go through life that way. They're just like, oh, everyone's horrible. Yeah.
I get you. Abby, is there anybody you want to shout out?
My grandma Joanne.
Fabrics?
What?
Fabrics?
No.
Wait, we have a Joanne Fabrics here.
No. My grandma Joanne.
Oh, not affiliated?
No.
I'm sorry. Stupid joke, guys. I'm so sorry. That was supposed to be a wholesome moment, but my intrusive thoughts came in. So your grandmother Joanne.
Yes.
Who else?
Just my grandma Joanne.
Your grandma Joanne? All right.
I think we'll leave it at. And Ethan, her.
She's trying to say my last name. It's a weird German name. Okay. Ooh, ego bruised. Well, Grandma Joanne, shout out to you.
Maybe I'll send this to her.
I don't know you, but you sound so sweet, and it sounds like you sent a Christmas card to everybody. You are what the world needs more of. Abby, thank you for joining me on this.
You're welcome.